Hey guys, this is Daniel coming at you with round 4 of March Madness of board games. This has been an exciting competition thus far. There's been a lot of surprises, not tons, but some big ones. We've had a few upsets, and today we have one that splits the pot about 50-50. Other than that, they were kind of predictable. So let's take a look and jump into this week's matchups, or today's matchups. All right, so today's matchups, we have Arnak versus Barrage, and Arnak took home the gold today. Barrage is a really chunky, heavy Euro game about negotiating the flow of water through dams. It's a great game. I love it. One of my favorites, but so is Arnak. It is a deck builder worker placement. You place cards to also place your worker. There's a research track on the side that's super important. Don't let anybody convince you otherwise. And then you can also fight guardians and use them later on in the game for your abilities. But it looks like Lost Rune of Arnak went on top. I know I have Arnak going a very long way, so I am personally happy to see this result. All right. The next competition we had was the Underdogs, if I've ever seen one. This is the Colonist, which is a giant Euro game that takes over 4 ages to play, and it takes forever to play all 4 ages. So it's breaking down into 4 different games. So you can play, basic civilization, and then it keeps advancing every time you play, introducing new rules and new mechanics. Really clever game. Not widely out there because of the heaviness of it, but I think Ancient Terrible Things just did not look great. Does not have universal appeal. It even has negative appeal, I think, when you kind of invoke Cthulhu. And then that cover, I'm not even sure what's going on in that cover. Julie said that it was a really good cover. She really liked the art. I personally don't see it, but hey, art's in the eye of the beholder. But yeah, so Colonist took home the victory today. And the next one is the contentious one, and this was Feast vs. Odin versus Scythe. They both been here 2 years, and this was back and forth all day. It was tied at one point. I know Andy jumped in there and tried to throw his weight around to get people to really want to pick Feast for Odin, but this just shows you, man, Feast for Odin is such a divisive game. The people who love it, love it. That's why it got 17. There's a lot of fans out there, but when you're looking at those 2 games, Scythe just stands out. Scythe is the game you want to play. While it pretends to be area control, it actually is just about getting victory points, gathering resources. It's actually very Euro-y with just a smidge of combat in it. So I think it has a broad appeal as opposed to Feast for Odin, which is just this giant bloated game that has so much in it. And hey, that's fine. Some people love that. I like it sometimes, but it was too much for me in Feast for Odin, and obviously it was too much for 21 other people as well. All right, and then the last competition was my son Owen's. This is where his heart broke. Cat in the Box, he had going to the finals, but unfortunately, the Schrodinger's cat game just got, they opened the box and they found out the cat was dead, and it was murdered by Splendor Duel, which, oh my gosh, you people out there raving about Splendor Duels on this. I think Splendor Duel has a real possibility of having some major upsets in this competition. I think a lot of people like this. This might be the sleeper hit of the entire competition. If it makes it to the final 8, I wouldn't be shocked at this point. So what a surprise, but hey, that's what March Madness of board games is all about. It's about surprises. You think you know the outcome, but do you really? Do you really know what your fellow gamer is thinking? I submit that they do not. All right, so let's take a look at the leaderboards. It looks like Kenny M is on top. He takes the lead after Tara T had her worst showing so far, which is she only got 2 of the 4 right. But all these games weren't predicted for anybody to go very far. So if you lost points on this round, this was a good round to lose the points. Again, unless Splendor Duel is a surprise hit, but then everyone's going to take a hit for that one because it's going to knock out some heavy hitters if that's the case. But we have Kenny who scored a perfect. We got Cliff who scored a perfect. Brian, me. This is one of my perfect rounds. Woo! And we have Matt Saunders and Tom Theismann. These guys and Timothy Reed. So we all scored perfect this round. This round was a little tricky. I kind of felt like it was predictable. I thought Splendor was going to win because of just its namesake. I think some people saw it and said, well, I like Splendor, why not vote for that? But Cat in the Box, man, I'm a little surprised. When Owen picked Cat in the Box, I thought, you might have a chance, son, because, that's a cute cover. So if you don't know the difference between Splendor Duel and Cat in the Box, I mean, why wouldn't you play Cat in the Box? It's cute. Maybe it's too cute. Maybe it looks like a kid's game. Maybe that's the problem. Well, regardless, guys, those were the results for today. Friday, we're going to take a break. We always take a break on Fridays, but voting will commence again on Monday. And I just want to remind everybody out there that FBC GameCon is coming April 12th and 13th. You can sign up to help if you'd like, and you can also sign up to get your badges to sign up for events right now. The website will say that there's a charge for it, but just know there's not a charge. It says buy a badge, but all badges are free. Just get in there, sign up for an account, and start signing up for games and to host games. Well, guys, that's it for this first week of March Madness. What do you think of it so far? Are you excited? Any surprises? Any shakeups? Let me know in the comments below. And hey, until next time, we'll see you around the board.